The difference between the life you have and the life you dream of sometimes lies in a single thought. I just watched a 9-hour video, a compilation of Jeff Bezos' talks, and there was one idea in it that completely changed the way I see success and life. It wasn't about money or business. It was about a silent confrontation that happens inside each of us. The story begins at a prestigious financial firm in New York. A young Jeff Bezos, with a good job and a promising career, went to his boss. He presented what seemed like a crazy idea, quitting his job to sell books on the internet. The wise boss listened and said a crucial line. "That's a very good idea, but it's for someone who doesn't already have a good job." That's the first crossroads we all face: safety or passion, the path already paved with roses, or the foggy path we forge ourselves. Bezos didn't choose safety. He decided to try because he believed the biggest regret wasn't failure, but never daring to try. And then the second story happened. When Amazon was just a bookstore in a garage, Bezos told an investor, "One day, I will be the richest person in the world." At that time, the number $100 billion didn't even exist for a country, let alone an individual. The person who heard him laughed and mocked him. Here, we see another confrontation: the skeptic and the builder. The skeptic looks at reality and says, "It's impossible." The builder looks at a vision and asks, "Why not?" The difference between them isn't in their intelligence, but in their belief. These stories lead us to a deeper philosophy. The real secret behind extraordinary success. It's not just about choosing passion, but about understanding the nature of work. Bezos believed there are 3 levels: a job to pay the bills, a career to advance, but above all, a calling. A calling is what you were born to do. A deep inner voice that you can't ignore. Leaving Wall Street wasn't quitting a job. It was Bezos answering the call of his mission. And here is the idea that changed me the most. The core philosophy, the key to everything. The confrontation between gifts and choices. Bezos explained that you can't be proud of your gifts. Being smart, tall, beautiful, these are gifts from above, like winning the lottery. You can be grateful for them, but you can't be proud of them. What you can be proud of are your choices. You choose to work hard when you could be lazy. You choose to tell the truth when you could lie to get by. You choose to be kind when you could be cunning and harm others. You choose to be resilient when everything falls apart. These are choices. And it is these choices that shape who you are. And the biggest choice, according to Bezos, is this: easy or service and adventure. You can choose a comfortable, leisurely life, or you can choose a life of dedication, contribution, and embracing challenges. He asked, "When you're 80 years old and you look back, which will you be more proud of?" The answer is too clear. Finally, that video ended with a series of questions. Questions that I think all of us must answer for our lives. Will inertia be your compass? Or will you pursue your passion? Will you follow dogma? Or will you be original? Will you crumble under criticism? Or will you follow your convictions? Will you play it safe? Or will you be a little rebellious? When faced with difficulty, will you give up? Or will you be relentlessly resilient? Ultimately, Jeff Bezos' story isn't just about building Amazon. It's about building a life shaped not by innate gifts, but by what we have the courage to choose. And you, today, what will you choose? Wishing you all the best. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next interesting knowledge. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.